Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, it's been a little bit since I made a video. I actually expected to be getting ready to leave here in a couple hours. The load that we had, for some reason, canceled. It was supposed to be picked up tonight at 2 o'clock in the morning, and we were getting ready to leave about 9, and then we can get there in plenty of time. And right as we're talking about what time to leave, and we're actually looking up the distance, it cancels. And they say, oh, it canceled. We'll have to find you another one. 10 minutes before the fleet manager was scheduled to go home. It was 5:50. Then all of a sudden, maybe 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, I couldn't find nothing. You have to go pick up some trailer to head to Kansas City, and then from there send you guys south. And we're like, we told you last week that we had to be home. Well, both, not only me, but my trainer. We had to be home, and they had told us, hey, go up here, drop this off, blah, 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 and we'll have plenty of loads when you come back to Texas. And now all of a sudden they can't find nothing to Texas, they can't find nothing to Louisiana. And so I'm pretty pissed off because, we both agreed, like, yeah, we'll run that shit up there, and then we'll be able to turn right around and get out of here, because we don't like being in West Virginia. It's hardly anywhere to stop, and it's just not good. We don't like it up here. It's frustrating. And then my trainer, he's also pissed because he's got to be home Friday for something, which is more important than something that I have to be home for. So he's pissed that we told them last week, like early in the week, that hey, we need to be home for this time, blah blah blah, and they just drug their feet finding us these stupid loads that were kind of taking us in the wrong direction. And my trainer was like, well, hopefully they've got a plan in mind, and turns out they didn't. They were just like getting us a load just to get us a load. But we just thought it was funny that we were being sent up this direction when we needed to come back the other way. So now we're just kind of stuck. I wanted to be home Wednesday, at the latest Thursday, and I don't even know if that's going to happen, because they're saying that this trailer can't even be picked up until 5 in the morning because it's locked behind a fence. So, and it's supposed to deliver like Thursday. When the day I wanted to be home, I should have already been home that day. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't think I'll be home at the time I need to be home. And even worse, I don't even know if there's anyone to pick me up, because my wife has to be the one. She took Thursday off because this load was it was good to go. Well, we had run it a couple weeks ago. And so there was a lot of things already in motion. And then 5-6 hours before we're supposed to pick it up, it cancels. Now, I don't want to hear no bullshit in the comments talking about, oh, that's the way it is, and welcome to the trucking industry and all that shit. I don't want to hear all that. If I tell you, I can understand if I tell you like a day or two in advance, like, oh, I need to be home, and then if it cancels, whatever. I should have told you earlier. But when you tell somebody almost over a week in advance that we need to be home by a certain date for whatever reason it might have been, I don't care if I have to take care of my pet goldfish, or what. But if I told you that I needed to be home, then that's the day I needed to be home. You should already been having something in mind that I'm trying to get back the other direction. So not like, oh well, like that kind of thing, and then go home. We're sitting here we're like, you told us, oh, it canceled. I'll try to find you something. Within 5 minutes, oh, there's nothing. So you have to get a hold of the other dispatcher, and then the guy goes home. Like that's what pissed us off. It's like you were pretty sure you didn't even take the time to look. You knew that we had to be back. We told you that we had to be back, and it would just what frustrates you the most is a lot of those people that are running like doing dispatch and all that. They already live where they're at, so it's no big deal to them. But for us, it's like if I'm gonna run all these damn loads and not spend hardly any time with my family. Well, when I ask you that I tell you that I need to be home, then I need to be home. Like, not, oh, well, you have to get a hold of another dispatcher, and then it's a load that's not even going really the direction that we need to be in. And we don't even know when we get there if we're going to be able to get back south. We don't even know yet. So he's the one talking to him in the messages. I don't know what's going to happen. But it's incredibly frustrating. It's incredibly frustrating because, we need to be back for certain things, both me and him. And it gets you the feeling like they just don't give a shit because it's not their problem. Oh, well, you have to get a hold of somebody else, see if they got anything, that kind of thing. It's kind of like, what the fuck? Like, we we both scheduled a lot of things. Like I think even he was talking about a rental car. Like he's going, when he gets home, going out of town to, so like they've scheduled a lot of things in order for, we both scheduled a lot of things depending on like, going home on this load. And they were the ones telling us that, oh yeah, you can go up there. There'll be plenty of stuff going south. With this one cancels and now they don't have anything. No, we don't have nothing. Sorry. And that was supposed to be the end of it. And the shit they did give us was something that doesn't even open up till 5 a.m. So it's kind of like, what the fuck? And it's going west, yes, but it's going, I think, to Kansas City. And then they're saying, well, then we'll continue back south. Well, we don't even know if we have anything when we get there. We could be there the whole weekend, and not have shit. We have no clue. So it's pretty frustrating. It's pretty frustrating to have something that was already set in motion, and I want to be back for my son's soccer game on Thursday, which is not going to happen. I'm pretty sure it's not going to happen. And it'd be different if we could pick this thing up, like we could head there now and grab it. But because we can't pick it up there till 5, and then we got to drive to Kansas City basically, and then from there drop it off, and then hope to God that they have something already waiting so we can just go ahead and go. And even then, who knows what it's going to be? Could it be a live load? Could it be a drop and hook? We don't know. They're not telling us shit, and then I think that's what's making my trainer so mad is that they're not telling us anything. They're just like, well, are you going to run it or not? That's literally the message that just popped up on my phone. Well, are you going to run it or not? Like we're the ones that don't have a choice. Like it's like they're just kind of looked at the stuff we're asking them to look at, but they're not actually taking the initiative to actually look and say, okay, well, these guys need to get back to Texas. Like, let me see if I can get anything close. That way they can, at least be close by, and see if they'll want to do that. But they're not even doing that. They're just like, well, are you going to take this or not? That's bullshit. That stuff right there makes me mad. And on top of all that, we get, when you're in training, you get paid like shit. So, I don't got very much money to last me till Friday, basically Friday at 5 to go get something to eat. So it's fucking frustrating, man. I think I've got like $20. I think I've got $20 to last till Friday. So don't think because they tell you, oh, it's guaranteed $900. You ain't making $900 a week. That it's $900 before taxes, before your medical, before your insurance, all that shit. So if you got the medical and the insurance and you got whatever else coming out, your taxes and whatever else it might be, all of that comes out first, and then you get paid. So really, you'll make anywhere between $250 to $550 depending on what you got for coming out, and that's just that stuff. I'm talking about insurance and all that. If you had to do that fucking sleep thing they had you do, like the Cardinal sleep, that's going to come out. If you use that $200 loan they gave you when you were in when you went to training, that comes out. So they take all that shit out of your $900 guaranteed payment, and so you're lucky if you have enough money to last you for the week, just for you to be able to eat and drink something while you're on the road, let alone fucking bills. So it's frustrating that I have to go through all that, and then on top of that, I got to do this for 50,000 miles, and then when I do need to get home, after I told you over a week in advance I needed to be home, for them to all of a sudden be like, well, we don't have anything. You sent us over here because you said you would have plenty, and now there's nothing. That's what's making us mad, is you sent us here to take your bullshit ass loads that probably nobody wanted to take, and then we get over here, now we can't get home. But it's okay for you guys because you're able to go home. You can just walk out the door, clock out, and head back to the house. That's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating, that's for sure. That's why I told when we were on our way here to West Virginia, or this area, I was telling my wife that I can't stand being in this area because hardly anywhere to stop. When you do find somewhere to stop, it's usually packed. And it's few and far between when it comes to like fuel stops and things like that. So, you don't really see them too often. Not like if you're in, more Midwest or like Texas or something like that, you see a lot more, truck stops or whatever. But it might sound like I'm ranting, but like I said, I told you guys I'm not going to give you the sweet side of what's going on. Like it's always like rainbows and cakes and cookies. This is the kind of shit that makes me mad. It would be like if, oh man, just take my brother to the store and I'll pay you. When you get to over there, I'll cash out you $50. And then you get there, and then they can only cash out you $10 because I thought I got paid, but I didn't. you know, so you have to wait, you know, a couple weeks. You know, that's what's kind of like what's going on. Is like, you know, take this up there, and when you get up there, blah blah blah, we'll have all these loads going to Texas. You'll be good to go. You'll get you back by Thursday, you know, and then it cancels, and then they have nothing, you know. And then, like I said, it's not so much that, it's that their attitude towards it, like, oh, are you going to run this one or not, you know? And it's not something we really want to run because, you know, it's like they're giving us no option. It's like they're saying there's absolutely zero loads, and the only one that we can do is this one that we don't want to do, the one that really is not going to get us there where we need to be. It's like that's kind of like they're forcing us to run this almost by just saying, oh well, there's nothing. Oh well, there's nothing. Oh no wonder they don't want no fucking load board. That way that drivers can't see what they actually have. You know, we have to go take their word for it. Am I saying that they lie? That dispatchers lie and say they don't have loads and all this? I'm not saying that they do. You know, but it just seems kind of funny that all of a sudden we're in a spot that there's absolutely zero loads, and the only thing that we can take is the shit they offered us a few minutes ago that we can't pick up till 5 a.m. and only going to Kansas City. And then, like I said, there's no telling if there's actually a load going south, and no telling when that load is going to be able to be picked up to go south. So, man, you know, he was sitting here. Well, he went to go get something to eat now, but he was sitting here and he was just saying how pissed off he was. And now I kind of understand. Like, now that I talk about it out loud, is, you know, that's frustrating. You told us to go up here because we would be able to get south, and now we can't. So that, you know, that kind of shit is the kind of stuff that makes people. And I don't want to hear no shit in the comments talking about, oh, this is the freight market and blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. We said this a week in advance. We told them, and they are the ones that told us, yes, go out this way and we'll have loads going back down to Texas. They were already for sure. And then the closer we got to this drop, we were trying to get a pre-plan to coming back down to Texas, and they just kept like blowing us off, like, oh yeah, we'll get it here in a minute, you know, blah 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 blah, and then nothing. You know, and then all of a sudden they said, oh, we got this load, cool. And we already didn't want to take that load. The load that canceled, we didn't want to take that one. Because it was actually, we've been sitting here since Sunday or Monday. We've been sitting for basically 2 days because we were planning on taking this load. Now, all of a sudden, it cancels hours before we're going to leave to go head that way. Man, you know, that is incredibly frustrating. Like I said, it's kind of like, oh, well, not my problem. That's the kind of like the way I feel like they're doing us right now. Like, oh, well, not my problem. You know, I'm already home. You have to get home, you know, and there's nothing going that way. So what do you want me to do? You know, that's the feeling I get, you know. So, yeah, you know, it's right now. I'm not saying it's Prime's fault or anything like that. I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. But, you know, at least if they could put themselves in my shoes, you know, like, I'm not at home. I'm 1,800 miles east, you know, and I told you a week ago that I needed to get home by a certain date. You know, and instead of trying to find something where you know you could get me back to Texas, you sent me to a place that you knew that I couldn't get back to Texas. That's why I'm mad. So, yeah. Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated. You know, I've been posting on the Facebook. If you guys haven't gone to the Facebook page that I set up, that EKM Transport, just look up EKM Transport. And I've been uploading like pictures and you know, kind of daily updates on what's going on that way. You know, if I were to try to post daily updates on YouTube, it'd be 2-3 minute videos, and that's kind of annoying. So I'd rather just post that on the Facebook page whenever I've got downtime or whatever. So, anyways, let me get off of here before I just keep talking and being mad. So you guys stay safe, keep rolling, and if there's anything I can do for you guys, man, ask me in the comments. You know, or if there's some question I can answer for you guys, man, let me know. Man, that guy cut all the vegetables, and then he shakes the damn thing outside, right by our truck. Anyways, if you guys need anything, just comment, or if you can head to my Facebook page that I set up. I'll be updating the logo. I like the logo it is, but I don't know. We're gonna be updating it. Me and my wife been checking it out. I'm probably gonna run inside. I'm at this TA and use the restroom. Guys, take it easy, be safe, and we'll catch you on the next one.